Yeah, so the Volleyball South Australia Pathway Program is there to identify, develop and support junior and upcoming athletes within South Australia through a nationally recognised program that has consistent training and access to a ton of opportunities.
VSA Performance Pathway can assist with goal setting and development by having one-on-one meetings, having group sessions and really nutting out the ins and outs of what the athletes are doing, not only in the pathways but also through their school teams, their club teams and state teams and everything else that they're doing around that. We've based our pathway off of what they're trying to do and build nationally. With that comes a lot of advantages to having those connections with not only the pathway managers but then the other pathway coaches across Australia.
When I came into the job a few years ago, we wrote a bit of a structure to really try to connect the pathway at VSA into SASI and also the national program. So it's been really good to see a lot of kids come through and make some steps. We've got some out here behind me right now playing which have come through the pathway. It's a lot of work by some people, myself and others, to get kids going and giving them a vision for where they can be maybe in school or in the pathway and training with the pathway to go, maybe it's not as far away as you think, and getting them around high performance early on has been really valuable for them, and we can see that some already of them taking some steps into the future.
It's made me a lot more confident in what I have to do.
Being in the gym has benefited me on the sand and in the court, getting me stronger, jumping higher, moving faster.
The gym program is really good here. They really help us identify areas that we're weak in and create a good program to really strengthen those areas.
I have athletes coming into the program that then look to go into developing volley roos, national program, beach and indoor. It's beach volleyball focused, but we are holistic in nature. And we have tier 2, 3, 4 in the hubs. So the last few years, the hubs have provided kids into the vertical integration of the tiers. And I help overlook with the coaches in the tier 2 and tier 3 with Rachel and Kelly, and just to make sure that we're all aligned and getting the kids moving forward. But overall, everyone's moving in the right direction, and some of these things take a bit of time. But with a view for 2032, we're confident that some of the kids that have come out of our pathway in the last couple of years actually have a real shot at being Olympians in Brisbane.
Even in the last 6 months that I've started, I've seen athletes start in Tier 5, which is our emerging talent hubs, and already make their way up to Tier 4 and Tier 3, which is so exciting to see. And then just to see representation across state level, across high level of club, and then even some national representation is really cool. So you kind of get to see it a bit everywhere and in a very short amount of time too.
Across the tiers, we are building a structure that really aligns going from each tier to another. So within the week, between particularly tier 3, 4 and the emerging talent hubs, that they're working on the same goal, focus, structure, skills, all of that.
When I see people who used to be in the program playing for Australia and stuff, I think it's an amazing opportunity for us because we get to look up to them, and then one day that could be one of us.
It's good motivation. It really gives me something to work towards and drive towards my goals.
If I'm doing too much other training, we'll slow it down here, or if I'm too busy at school, like school's a priority. There's lots of communication around that and it's really good.
A lot of organisation, so a lot of planning ahead, making sure I have all the right stuff I know I'm doing in the next couple of days and that sort of thing.
We're chatting with them every week, we're checking in, seeing where they're at, what they're up to, and if they've got any challenges. And then with that, we're helping guide them to the right places for support.
Stay committed and true to yourself on the court and really show up as an athlete. Be there, be prepared for your training session, know what you want to get out of it.
Keep pushing yourself to be the best, and that'll also help push the people around you and help them improve, which is always fun when you're playing against them in training and even outside of that as well.